Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Thursday night call. Um, I have to say, I love these calls, but there's certain calls that I do love more than others, and that is our DIY calls. And we haven't had it for such a long time. I am very excited to share, and we're going to talk all about home cleaner and toxins in your home. And we've got a very special guest on our call tonight, which I will introduce a little bit more just after. I just want to sort of go through the beginning of the presentation. So it's time to Thieves the Day, and you can see there all the beautiful Thieves DIYs. That is compliment from this amazing woman that is doing the DIYs for Shelle Meyers. And I will introduce you to her. She is phenomenal. She has been integral to my Young Living journey. Holds a very special place in my heart because when I joined Young Living 2.5, almost 3 years ago, I knew nothing about the product. I knew nothing about DIYs. I didn't even know there was such a thing as DIYs for essential oils. And Shelley held me by the hand and she took me on a journey of discovery. So she was the first brand partner to introduce me to the wonderful world of what essential oils can do and the versatility of the oil. So Shelley, welcome to the call. I'm going to talk a little bit about you more, but let's just quickly go through the disclaimers that all these things are only for the presentation is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, and prevent any disease, and the information is only for the South African market. And so that is just what we have to say. So compliance, don't jump on us. So why should we care about the ingredients in our cleaning products? And that's such an important question. So now they say the regular use of cleaning sprays have the same amount of impact on the toxins in your body as smoking a pack of cigarettes, right? So by the time that we've gone through our morning routine and we just move in the house with our bare feet, we've exposed yourself as the same amount of toxins as somebody that smokes a pack of 20 cigarettes. Now, many toxins invade our bodies. It's been found in our blood, urine, breast milk, and in the umbilical cord of newborns, which is a scary thing. And also, infants are exposed to, in the womb, to these cleaning products. If their mother used them, and they may suffer from lower bait worth, lower IQ, respiratory symptoms, and also those things can persist to childhood and into adulthood, right? And also, something very interesting statistic is that the National Poison Center of South Africa has said that the top 5 substances that leads to the highest falls, these toxins, is really things that's surrounding household cleaners. So kids that gets poisoned in the home, even around the home. Then so many of the ingredients in cleaners are linked to cancers, challenges with the reproductive system, the development toxicity, allergies, irritations, burns, and poisons. I mean, this is sort of doom and gloom, but I'm not even going to go through all these things because it is amazing to know that the cleaning products contribute 2 to 5 times higher pollutants inside the house than outside the house, right? So that is, I mean, you can take a screenshot of it. It's truly amazing. But to tell us the good news, I am the bearer of the doom and gloom, but to share the great news with us and tell us how we can change it. Like I said, Shelle Meyers, she's all the way from Cape Town. Like I said, she's been a brand partner, she's been a silver leader, and Shelle has amazing DIY skills, and we always used to get on the call. So we're happy to have you back, Shelle. She's a mom, she's busy, she bakes the most spectacular cakes. And tonight we're doing DIY by candlelight because Shelly's got load shedding in Cape Town. So yeah, so the challenges are always here. So welcome, Shelle. I hope that you're doing fine. How's things in Cape Town?
It's all been good. It's been a beautiful day here in Cape Town today. The sun is just setting. It was beautiful. And yeah, just getting ready for today to make sure that I can deliver the best DIYs to everyone out there.
We know you can because I mean we've had you on the call before, and you are sort of a DIY expert. And the reason why I'm saying that is that I know that you are in the process. It's one of your passion projects is to write a essential oil DIY book, right? So I know that there's sometimes a lot of things happening, but I know that's your passion project. That's why we love to have you on the call. because your DIYs are not only do you go from the internet and you find something, but you really make it, you try it, you improve the recipes. And so the recipes that you will be sharing with us tonight is really ones that are tried and tested by you, right? And a lot of the
Yes.
other brand partners.
Yes. So I'm doing the book with a friend of mine, Claire Pitt, who's also a Young Living member and has been a Young Living member for just as long as me. And we are busy in the process of collecting recipes together and wanting to put them in a book available for those in South Africa so we can use the products that we have and that it's applicable to us.
That's great because I mean, a lot of times people take recipes and we don't have half of the products that's available overseas in South Africa. So that's why I really like your recipes, is because you take the information, but you make it relevant to products that is there. But not only do you make it relevant, you improve on the recipes, because a lot of times the recipes that we get online, we first have to trial and goes through trial and error. So you've gone through all the trial and error. So the first recipe that you're just going to share with us is a stain remover, right?
Yes. So this recipe is from another member on underneath the Voila team, Janelle Barnard. And she is actually, I'm not going to demonstrate how to use this one, but I thought that I would share it with everybody. So it's not personally my recipe, but this is a recipe that she's used with a lot of success. And I've included an image there, 48 hours after the stain remover was applied. The baby ate butternutted beetroot, and we all know how beetroot stains. The only thing I would change and bump that recipe up with is hydrogen peroxide if you are trying to get a stain out in a white item of clothing. It might just work out better, which it has with me in the past when I have been trying to get stains out of clothing. And funny enough, I even used the Thieves toothpaste, which I
Wow.
used in water. Yes. So it really worked very well.
I mean, our products are really multi-purpose. I mean, this it's the interesting things that I've heard people use our products for. I mean, and things that you won't even think about is great, right? So the
Yeah.
second recipe that you're sharing but not making is a towel cleaner. Do you want to just sort of take us through this one?
So Janelle Barnard also came up with this recipe, and she has used it on her tiles. I don't have tiles in my house, so unfortunately I can't give it a try, but on her recommendation, it is a brilliant recipe. And as with all DIYs, you can try this one and add it or bump it up or magnify it according to the knowledge that you have gained throughout your Young Living journey. So Castile soap, all my things, a lot of my products and ingredients I get from Essentially Natural. Sorry, you can't really see the label because of the lighting. But it's like a one-stop shop for you. You can order everything you need from Essentially Natural, and you can have them delivered straight to your front door. So one of the ingredients here, Castile soap, is available from Essentially Natural. And of course, our Thieves household cleaner and dish soap. Tea tree oil and purification are the oils that are on promotion at the moment this month. So they are ideal and perfect to use. You could even use the lemongrass, which comes in the special promotion for the month of September, which we'll be discussing later on. And then you just add 60 ml of the solution to a bucket with water. Bob's your uncle, off you go. And then those who, I mean, I guess you could even use this on most flooring, that even the flooring that is sensitive to household products that you buy off the shelf, which we shouldn't be buying, but if you do buy the products off the shelf, they can be very harsh to certain materials that we have in our homes. And this one is actually natural enough and not non-abrasive that will actually work and clean your floor at the same time.
Oh, that's great. And shout out to Janelle Barnard for sharing this recipe. And that's the other thing that I love about Young Living is, right, the brand partners that share and the sense of community that's created around this product and the absolute wealth knowledge that there is. I mean, I look at the events group that has really become a sharing and caring group, because if somebody's got a question, a lot of the brand partners jump on there, ask a question, and supply alternative recipes and everything. So the first one that you're going to be making for us is a soft scrub. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this recipe on quickly. People can take a screenshot, but then I'm going to stop sharing so that we can see you in full screen. Okay.
No
so
problem.
Everybody take a screenshot, and let me stop sharing, and let Shelle go on full screen. Now you should be able to see her better.
Okay, let me click on there. Are we on full screen?
Yeah, the people must just set you to full screen. The view, they can click on view and then click on speaker, then they will see you in full screen. Brian, can you?
Okay. Okay. So
Awesome.
today, before I share my soft scrub recipe with you, I just want to share that you can make up your own gift parcels like this and make up your own stickers and actually give them as gifts for a kitchen tea, or if you are wanting to introduce a new member to Young Living who's bought the Thieves cleaning range, this would be the ideal package to help them start making all their DIYs and providing them with the containers and stickers to actually encourage them to use them. We've done a few Zooms using this kit, and I've given them as gifts for new members, and it's really been an awesome gift to give. The Thieves Soft Scrub is one of my absolute favorite DIYs in the Young Living, in my Young Living journey. It was one of the first cleaning DIYs that I did. You know, to be honest with you, I wasn't really interested in the cleaning range. You know, some of us get stuck in a rut and we just used to our old ways of doing things, and we can't seem to move past because sometimes we procrastinate, aka me, procrastinated. But AD Cohen kept on talking about the Thieves household cleaning range for months and months and months with me. And then eventually her passion for the cleaning range got me to start investigating what it was all about. And she actually, we worked together on some of the cleaning classes here in Cape Town. And she's also done a cleaning class for domestic workers here in Cape Town, which was very successful. So she inspired me to get into the DIYing with the Thieves cleaning range. And so that's why I'm now able to share what I've learned with all of you. So the Thieves Soft Scrub is very easy, just as easy as your all-purpose cleaner, which I don't even think takes you more than a minute to make, as well as your window cleaner. My window cleaner is my next favorite DIY to do because to me, it cleans better than window lean. There's no hard rubbing and a lot of energy put into while you're cleaning your windows and your mirrors. The grime marks and the finger marks come off so quickly, and there's not much exertion. Whereas with the window cleaner, you have to rub and rub and rub, and it kind of left those marks, and you have to keep on rubbing. The Thieves household DIY cleaner, it is perfect. I absolutely love it. But let's get back to the soft scrub. Also a very quick recipe. I have already measured out most of my ingredients for the sake of time on the call, because I didn't want to take up too much time. But it is basically your Thieves cleaner, 1 cup of bicarb, lemon oil, and vinegar. It's also my favorite recipe because I love the chemical reaction with the bicarb and the vinegar when you're making it. So it kind of makes me excited when I make this and see all the froth going on. So I just add in my bicarb and I add in 10 drops of lemon oil, because your lemon oil, all your citrus oils are very good for using in your cleaning products because of their cleaning power. And then I do a 1/4 cup of the Thieves household cleaner, which is what helps to also fight all that grime that we seem to accumulate if we have used our oven, our stoves, or if we've burnt a pot. I like to first mix all my ingredients together before adding the vinegar, but that's me. Also, this recipe calls for a teaspoon of vinegar, but if you like your mixture to be a little bit more runny, then by all means add a little bit more vinegar. Like I said before, the fun in all these DIYs is that you do what suits you. There's no wrong or right. I have made plenty of boo-boos by adding too much liquids to certain recipes, but I've always managed to use them. There has never been a flop because they still work the same way. You can use a measuring spoon, or if you've got one of these measuring little cups, you can use that. I'm going to use a measuring spoon because it's just quicker for me to see. It's a bit dark. And now you're going to see how it all foams up. Absolutely, this is my favorite part. I really love this. And I was only too happy to make this for you tonight because I actually needed some more of the scrub. This is my container that I use for my thieves scrub, and you'll see that I've still got some in there. And then you just scoop it in. I'm not going to do it now because I want to save time. And then you just use a spatula to get out the rest of the mixture in the bowl. I do want to show you some slides of where I have used my soft scrub and the reason for me loving it as much as I do. Lee, could you go to the next slide?
Yeah, I'll quickly share that. Okay, if everybody can, it's loading. Okay, there you go. There's a recipe again. Let's go to the next slide. Oopsie, Shelley, sorry.
No,
there you go.
So I've used it in my bath. I've used it even in my basins, in the kitchen sink, and your plug that you put in gathers quite a lot of grime that just seems to sit there. And even when you wipe it with your dish soap, it doesn't come off. But when using the soft scrub and you just gently even use your fingers to clean, your sink looks like brand new afterwards. I also use this as my oven cleaner. I use it on my stove and my stove grids. There was a picture earlier with me cleaning with my tea scrub and dishwasher. Braai grids, I even use it as my dishwasher cleaner when I've run out and I haven't had time to make more, and I just put I fill up the section in your dishwasher full of my soft scrub, and it cleans my dishes absolutely beautifully. And also when you have burned something on the stove with your pots and pans, it cleans beautifully. I'm going to try and show you a video now. I'm not sure if we are going to be able to show the video.
We're going to try. But before we show the video, I want to ask a question. So say, for instance, there's really say, for instance, you were baking and your cake batter overflew, your pan overflowed, and it actually burned your oven, right? So there's really like a stubborn burn or a stain. Is this soft scrub sufficient for that? Do you leave it a little bit, or what? How do you get rid of really tough stains?
Well, I spray water inside the oven, and then on the stain, I will take some soft scrub and apply it over. And sometimes I add just a little bit of my dish soap to it as well. And then I just let it sit for a few minutes. And when I come back, it's usually nice and soft. But there are times when I have to really work at the stain, but it does clean beautifully.
Oh, awesome. Okay, let's see if we can play the video.
And I have to also tell you, you give yourself a mini pedicure at the same time when you are using your soft scrub, when you use your soft scrub, because your hands and your skin feel magnificent.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let's see. If I just click on the video, let's see what happens.
Oh, it's not showing the full screen. I was trying to show you in these photos how I use the soft scrub to clean my my dirty pan. You can kind of see a little bit at the top. So in the beginning, you saw how it was full of grime and stuff.
Yeah.
And then second picture, you saw that the foam was like a bit gray, showing that it's becoming clean. And then the third picture is what the end product.
Completely wiped off. Oh, wow.
It's okay.
No, but this is truly, and then the dish, there's another video here. We're going to try
Yes.
this one.
Okay. This was when I was using it as my dishwasher cleaner. That's the dirty dishes. And now look how nice and clean they are.
Oh, wow.
And it's the same with the dishwashing powder that I'm going to show you how to make.
So I mean, that's really amazing because not only is the product versatile, it's safe, right? And there's a new video that Global launched. Sorry, let me see. There's a new video that Global launched that we will share shortly with everybody, where we are showing how we're sort of getting rid of the toxins in the homes and starting with all natural products. Because not only do we provide natural products, natural toxin-free products for the kitchen, but the whole home. So that takes us to this is an exciting one as well. It's toilet fizzies. And I've seen you do this one before. And this is definitely one of my favorite topics because of the molds and the amazing things that you do with it. So do you want to talk us through your fizzies?
Yes. So this recipe is A.D. Cohen introduced me to this recipe, and I really love making it. And the smell in my toilet just smells so amazing, and I know that all the germs are being killed. I usually put this in the toilet at nighttime and just let it sit the whole night, and the next morning it gets flushed. And okay. I use the thieves and the lemon in the mixture, but because we are doing lemongrass as one of our promotional lines this month, you can substitute it with the lemongrass. The reason for me putting these pictures up, I want you to see in picture 2, and I want you to look at picture 3. In picture 3, you can see that the toilet fizzies have kind of foamed up too much. That was the reaction with the vinegar and the citric acid.
Oh, okay.
Now, that is because I wet my mixture too much. So that is what happens when your mixture is too wet.
Okay.
But you can still use it. There's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't look as neat and as compact as what it does when you use less water. I also wanted to show you how I've made some round ones just to look pretty, because I like to make everything look pretty and presentable. Also a nice gift to give with your set for a person who is just starting on the Young Living journey, or a gift to a kitchen team. This is the mold you were talking about, Lee.
Yeah. Yes.
You get these from Bath Bomb Molds. They have the most amazing molds, and that's how it comes out. That little round. There, that's in the picture. You can see them better in the picture.
Okay, so there's the recipe. I'm gonna thanks A.D. for that. Let's stop sharing and let's get on to more DIYing.
Okay. So we're gonna go back down here again. So we're gonna add in my cup of bicarb and a cup of citric acid. Again, I get my stuff from Essentially Natural, but if you're wanting to experiment for the first time and you not wanting to do a nice big order from Essentially Natural, because if you get a certain amount, your shipping is free. But you can also go to your local supermarket and buy the citric acid in this container. This one is finer, which you will become familiar with if you purchasing your citric acid from like a baking store like Cab Foods. It's much coarser, and if you're making bath bombs and stuff, you would need the finer one, and you can get the finer one from Essentially Natural, or you can buy a coffee grinder and grind it. Having a coffee grinder in your home when you're doing DIYs is the ultimate appliance to have. If you don't have something that you need finer, you just put it in your coffee grinder and it just does the job for you. So I have put in my 1 cup of bicarb, half a cup of citric acid. I just want to quickly, the recipe has gone. I don't want to do the wrong thing. Oh, okay, here it is. And then 40 drops of your essential oil. I'm going to be doing thieves and lemongrass. So I'll just do them at the same time. Multitasking. There we go. An extra drop of thieves escaped. And then half a teaspoon of white vinegar. I've already put my vinegar in my spray bottle. I like to spray because then it means that I don't oversaturate my mixture. And then I've got my hydrogen peroxide from my local pharmacy. You can get volume 30. It is a stronger solution, which means more fighting power. And then you just put a teaspoon of hydrogen peroxide in there. And then just whisk your oils in. It's very important to incorporate your oils properly, even when you're making bath salts as well. You need to chop in your essential oils to make sure that they're evenly distributed. Otherwise, they will only be centered in one place and they won't be, your DIY product won't be as effective. Oh, the lemongrass and thieves actually smells really beautiful together. I usually do mine with lemon. Okay, now we're going to spray. I'm going to try and move as quickly as I can. You will hear it fizzing a little bit because of the vinegar reacting with the citric acid and bicarb. And then I'm going to mix it quickly together so that it doesn't fizz up too much. Now I'll just spray and mix together. I think that's better. Oh, and we're done. Okay, let's check if the consistency is good. Yes, it is. It's making a nice firm ball. And then all you need to do is then get a silicone container. You're probably going to have to, oh, this isn't your dishwasher. You can use round ones, square ones, whatever silicone molds you have at home and you want to experiment, use those first. And then if you want to expand later on, you can. So I put my mixture in. And then I press it down. Making it nice and firm. They will raise a little bit because of the liquid that was added to the mixture and the reaction with the citric acid and the bicarb. And you just press it down, and if you need any more, you just add a little bit more. And you press that down as well. Citric acid kills bacteria, some fungi and mildew. It's great for general sanitizing and disinfecting and cleaning. It's also effective at removing soap scum, hard water stains, which is why it's probably so effective with the dishwasher, calcium deposits, lime, and rust. it also serves as a preservative in many cleaning products, and it's natural, which makes it so awesome. So I've done 2. There we go, all compact. And all you do is leave it overnight to dry, and they will be hard the next morning. And because you're in a silicone container, you just have to push it up and it's easy to extract.
That's really, really awesome. Let's just quickly see if we go to the, so for those who have not taken a screenshot of the recipe, there is our recipe again. And then something that I've never tried, and I'm really interested to see, is the dishwasher tablets. Because I mean, you say the soft scrub is fine in a pinch, but if I remember correctly, you actually use the soft scrub for the recipe, right?
Yes, one of the recipes that I've put in here, it's a 1/4 cup of the soft scrub because that's the size of my container in my dishwasher.
Yeah.
And then I add 1/2 cupful of Thieves household cleaner and a tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda, which is the salt.
Okay.
And sometimes you can also put a bowl of vinegar in amongst your dishes. If you really, if this isn't working for you, try putting a small bowl of vinegar inside your dishwasher with your glasses and stuff when you are cleaning.
Oh, so that is sort of the rinse aid. Like if you want
Yes.
your vinegar, if you want your glasses more shiny. Okay, well, that's great. Okay. So so this is just the option 2.
So this is my dishwashing tablet recipe, also thanks to AD Cohen. And I again need to make some more. I gave a friend of mine quite a bit on Saturday because she wanted to try it in her dishwasher to see how it worked. We were busy talking thieves here on Saturday, and the question came up, does Young Living sell tablets for the dishwasher? I said, no, but I can show you how to make it, which then inspired a workshop that we are possibly doing with some domestic workers and their and the friend. Wait, let me rephrase it. So a group of friends are going to get together and they're going to bring their domestic workers, and we're going to do a whole DIY so that we all work together and learn together.
That's really awesome. Yeah, I know that one of the people that I also spoke to about is that they said that it's because it's so easy to use, it's so versatile. But please show us this dishwasher one, because this is something that I would like to try, because I've heard that the chemicals that we are putting in our dishwasher is so toxic and very harsh. I mean, so it's crazy. So let's see how you make your dishwasher tablets.
I saw someone said they can't hear. Maybe you've pressed mute. Can everyone else hear?
I can hear you, Shelley.
Okay. So you can make the dishwasher powder tablet as a tablet, or you can use it as a powder. I use it as a powder because it's just, for me, it's more effective for me, for my purpose. But maybe you will want to use a mold again. But again, you've got to get a mold that fits into your dishwasher compartment. So that's why the powder is more effective for me. So this recipe is 1 cup baking soda. I have bought these jars, which I love from Mumbo's, and they're always filled with my bicarb and my Epsom salts because they're in most of my DIYs, and this sits in my bathroom because whenever I have a bath, cannot bath without my bath salts and my oils. So I have these containers, and then we are just going to measure out. Oh, we're going to come down here and we're going to measure out cupful of bicarbonate of soda. And I love bicarb. It's like it's a very sad day in my house when I don't have it. Then we are going to be doing a half a cup of citric acid, which is here. And then a new ingredient, which I have not introduced you to yet, is washing soda, which can be obtained from Essentially Natural, or you could make it yourself. It is bicarbonate soda that's been heated in the oven. All you need to do is Google it and you will find the recipe on how to make your own washing soda. There's the washing soda. And 1 tablespoon Thieves Household Cleaner. Ten drops of lemon. Again, you can use your favorite cleaning oils, any citrus oil. Most of the time, I turn to my lemon, except I do pump it up with some Thieves and I do add extra. In this case, unlike baking, you can add whatever you want when it comes to the oils, because you're not going to change the recipe in any way. You are just going to make it your own and magnify it to do what it's meant to do. And then you're just going to mix that in. I like using a whisk when I mix my ingredients in, because it just distributes all the ingredients together so much better. And then you can add a cup full of water, half a cup to a cup full of water. And like the fizzies, you will have to judge according to the consistency of the mixture. Again, it's all up to you what you would like your mixture to be and the consistency. When making the washer tablets, you would need more water because you would need a firmer mixture. And then I'm just going to spray and mix as quickly as I can, because I can already hear the citric.
The spraying is obviously so that you don't add too much liquid at the same time, right? So that
Yes.
just makes it easier so that it doesn't fizz and like make bubbles and boil over, right?
Yes, it just helps you control the consistency of the mixture that you're making, and that it doesn't bubble and concentrate in one area. It gives you time to mix it all in. If I just took a half a glass of water and just dumped it in here,
yeah,
it would just start bubbling all over.
Okay.
So this is just what I do. And then just keep on watching how much water you add in. The more you make this recipe, the easier it will get for you to estimate how much water you want. Once I've mixed my whole recipe, I put it on a tray and I just let it dry overnight. And the next morning, I break it up, because sometimes it does stick together, but not badly. And I put it in an airtight container that I showed you. This here lasts a very long time. You don't have to use it up straight away. It lasts a long, long time. I made an extremely big batch, and I only use my dishwasher once or twice a week. And it really lasted, and you can still open up that container and it smells magnificent.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, it's getting quite wet. This is the longest part of the DIY, but this is because you are playing it safe. You don't want to overdo your mixture. And it's all about the mixing.
It's such a cute little whisk.
No, I love them. They came in a set of 3. I got them from the spa.
Oh wow,
When
it's really cute.
Yes, you can just buy these things on your daily shopping errands, go down into the section where the appliances and baking section is, and you will find so much of the things that you need. I'm just going to grab a tray quickly. And just distribute this. Yeah, you will see it's also forming a tight mold. And it is damp. It's like wet sea sand. Not wet sea sand, but
yeah,
sea sand that has been wet but busy drying out.
Awesome. And then you leave that overnight, right? And then tomorrow you can use it you just put it in your jar and you can use it.
Yeah, just put it in your jar and Bob's your uncle. And when you walk into your kitchen the next morning, after having this been out for the whole night, your kitchen smells amazing.
Oh, I can imagine.
It really smells amazing. Awesome. And even with my DIY kitchen cleaner, which is always on my table, it's not allowed to leave my kitchen. I have one downstairs, I have one in my kitchen, and whenever I come in the morning, I spray my counter because my cat loves to walk on top of my counter. So every morning when I come in, I just wipe my kitchen counter with that thieves cleaner, and it really is such an uplifting smell. I can almost feel it just activating my happy hormones and the happiness inside me. It's really uplifting. I love it.
That's awesome. I'm going to quickly share the recipe again and how the instructions of how to make it. That's awesome. And I want to ask you a question. So I know that we just launched Fine, but do you, and I mean, if it's really a value for money product, because I mean it's not that expensive, it's a 50 ml. So where would you, because I know for most of the cleaning stuff you use the citrus oils, but where would you incorporate pine in your cleaning, Shelle?
I'm glad you asked me about the pine, because pine is actually, in my opinion, a very underrated oil, and it's one of the oils that I would import from America because I really, really, really love it. And it's got the most beautiful.
You don't have to import it. It's available in South Africa, right?
No, yes. I know.
Oh.
It's and yes. It works so much cheaper than buying it from America. So I'm very happy that I can now purchase this here in South Africa. But what I was saying is I love the oil so much that it was one of my oils that I used to bring in from America. Okay. So I've been using it for many years, and I use it in my to diffuse it. If you smell it in the bottle, it's very strong, but when you put it in the diffuser, your home just feels so fresh and like a morning forest walk. Yeah. And I like to use this in my floor cleaner when I add in some dish soap and I add in a cupful or 2 of these cleaner. Yeah. And then I add in my oils. One of them is the pine, and it is very uplifting. And there's so many other more qualities to this oil other than using for cleaning, but I think that's a call for another time.
Yeah, that's a call for another time.
Yes. And there was a wood floor polish recipe that I actually found last week on Instagram, and I was going to share it on the call, and then it slipped my mind. So what I will do is I will put it on the Young Living events
group. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes, and then you guys can share it amongst your team. But you could use the pine in most of your cleaning DIYs. Like I said, it's up to you on what you want and what you are looking for.
That's awesome. I really love the Seas Household Cleaner. It's such a versatile product. I mean, if you look at this slide here, it replaces everything, right?
Yes, it replaces absolutely everything in your house.
And
It's
the best thing that is toxin free. That's the best part. It replaces everything, but it's safe for you. It's safe for your animals. It's safe for your children.
well, if your child does get into your cleaning cupboard and drinks this,
Yeah.
you don't have to rush them to hospital because they're going to be poisoned by the chemicals that they've drunk. It was one of the first things a friend of mine said to me when I had Cody, and I only wish I had these products when I had my son. She said to me, just make sure that your household cleaning products are not where your toddler or child can reach them.
Reach.
And I
Yeah.
mean, Lee, the fact that they say that, and you spoke about in the beginning how toxic the products is, should be any reason for a mom to want to change over to ditching those toxins and using non-toxic products.
Yeah, I mean that's the ideal, and this is for somebody that wants to go low tox living, or this is the easiest product to start with, right? Because it's not that complicated. You can just use it for your natural normal cleaning. So I quickly want to run through the PV promos. I saw also here, I saw in your photo that you sent me earlier, you also have the cleaning towel.
Yes.
So you place your ER order early. So we've got this month we've got the Thieves hand soap at 100 PV on ER, the Thieves hand sanitizer at 120, the cleaning towel and plus orange and I think it's citrus fresh. Oh no, sorry. With the cleaning towel is orange and for 150 PV on here. Then we've got tea tree and citrus fresh on 200. The nice big one. I love citrus fresh. And then the Thieves laundry soap as well as the hand soap refill. I love the Thieves hand soap. I think it's such a luxurious product. And so this is a bargain. Not only are you getting the one on 120, but you're getting free delivery on 300 plus the handful refill, the Thieves hand soap refill, which is huge and will last you a very long time. So do you, because this is an amazing slide. So do you want to quickly show me, because this is, I mean, look at that, 20 Rand, 80 a refill, right?
Yes, that's a bargain. And going back to the chemicals that are in your products, triclosan is one of the harmful toxins that are in most hand soaps. If you go walk down your supermarket and you're looking for a hand soap, read the ingredients at the back. It says triclosan. Triclosan is very bad for your skin. It not only kills the bad bacteria, but it also kills the good bacteria, leaving your skin unprotected and bringing your immune system down. So why not use something that that doesn't have those harmful ingredients in it and that smells absolutely amazing? Lee, my husband will not use any other hand soap in my house but the Thieves hand soap.
Yeah,
you don't want to know how many empty bottles I have.
I mean, this is for me. This was the first product the day that I started at Young Living. This was in the bathroom. This was the first product that I actually tried, and I was so impressed with the luxuriousness of it, the soft and the gentle. It's so powerful but so gentle. I believe some of our brand partners are even using it as a face wash. So that's amazing.
I used it as bubble bath, Lee.
Are you using this as bubble bath? So how much do the undiluted one or the square, like the big bottles, the refill?
I take directly from this bottle and I put it in, which is absolutely amazing for those that can't use any bubble bath or fragrance products because of reactions that they get from bathing in a toxic product. And I'm very prone to sensitivity with things that are not clean. I am quite safe and happy to use my
oh wow, that's amazing.
And it makes the biggest bubbles. You must see some of the baths that I run my water and I come back and the bubbles are just
everywhere. I'm going to try that one. I'm going to try it tonight because I do have a big refill here. And I'm struggling to get through it. So I'm going to try it. Then we've got on promo for 760 Rand, we've got the Thieves household cleaner plus the spray bottle, as well as the lemongrass and purification Purification, one of my favorite blends. I am not a fan of citronella, but so this is my go-to blend in summer in my diffuser in the room because I've got lots of mozzies. So this is amazing oil for, I mean, there's so many things that you can do with purification. So it's really amazing thing. And then look at this. Shelle, do you want to talk us through this slide?
I can and I will, but before I do, we need to chat about the emotional reason why you don't like citronella. But we'll talk about that
Oh, we have to
offline.
talk it offline why I don't like citronella.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Okay, so these bottles, don't ever throw them away as well, because you can use this as your to do your bottles up. You can give it away as a gift. You can give it to someone who wants to try. It's your kitchen household cleaner, 2 cupfuls of Thieves Household in, and all I did was buy a spray top from Essentially Natural or Essent Oils, or if you're lucky, you got a Bond Pack in your area, very reasonable to go to Bond Pack. But this one bottle can make 42 500 ml bottles of household cleaner. Sure. Which is why when someone says to me that this is quite expensive, I go, okay, this is expensive. Let's walk down the aisle at the grocery store and let's see. And we priced it up. We added the window cleaner, the bathroom cleaner, the toilet cleaner, everything that you buy in a month. Yeah. And it comes to more than this in one bottle. Awesome. And you're not going to use 42 bottles in 1 month.
No.
So
I mean, it's R7.90. I mean, if you look at these products now are all around 40, 50, 60, 70 Rand if you buy them off the shelf for a product, right? But so yeah, so it's an expensive toxin where this is really, really great. Let's see. Then you want to take us through how to dilute these products, because everything is dilute. You can dilute it, you can use it more. Something that I learned from the refill of this is that you put a little bit, you don't fill it to the top, right? You put a little, you only fill it like two-thirds, and then you put some water in anyway to make it more foamy. Or is that what you do anyway? Or is this that you can use this bottle and make more from it?
So again, Young Living gives us such an amazing product that we can actually buy 1 bottle and dilute it into 3. So because now I've gotten this as a promotion, I have taken 1/3 out and put 2/3 in my glass jar that's sealed. This will now go underneath into my basin, and I will then use it again at another time when this is finished. So I just put in 1/3 here and I fill it up with water, and it foams exactly the same as what it would be if you just put the foamer in. This is away. It's amazing. Oh, wow, and then again, just add some of your lemongrass and thieves to it to give it just some more potent.
That's extra.
Yeah.
Yes. Extra punch.
Yes.
Then the same for the big bottles, also diluted. And you can add whatever oil you like lemongrass, thieves for purification.
So you just
this is amazing.
Yes, no, it is amazing. So you just divide the quantity of 946 mils by 3, and you can measure it out in one of your glass jugs, and you can then pour it into an empty container and fill this up with water. I don't add any extra oils to this. I just put water in and off I go.
So then this is my favorite product to use for my clothes as well. But I just use a cap. I've never even diluted this. So I was like blown away to see that you can actually remove 2/3 of this and still it does exactly the same thing, right?
Yes, it does. So again, this is 946 millimeters. So you just divide that by 3 and you measure out 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. And then once you've got your empty containers, you can add it to these bottles. But if you do have extra of these, you can put your laundry cleaner in here if you're wanting another container. So it's another way
Okay.
in which you can
So,
use those.
yeah.
And then all you need to do is add 2 to 3 cupfuls of your Thieves household cleaner to each one of your containers that you have
Okay.
divided your laundry soap
Yeah.
into, and add your favorite oil.
Yeah, I've never tried lemongrass in my washing. I'm definitely gonna try. I love lavender. I've done that before, and I love putting orange in my washing machine when I do my washing. So I'm gonna definitely try lemongrass as well because I do love the smell of lemongrass. Let's see. Is that it?
I can give you a dilution for the dish soap. I just don't have a slide.
Okay, yeah, you can mention it because then our brand partners can make a note of that as well because this is truly amazing information.
So again, you can divide this into threes, and then you just add a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda to each one of your bottles, and you fill it with water, and you can add more oils if you want more fighting punch. And then you just make sure that you mix it properly, and there you have
Oh,
3
wow.
bottles of dish soap from 1.
Sure, that is truly amazing. But I mean, these products are truly fantastic, just like you, Sherry. Thank you for for joining me on the call. Thank you to everyone. It was really, really nice to catch up. It was nice to be back in your kitchen. We have to do this more often. And like they said, we are all looking forward to your DIY book because you have tried and tested them and you have amazing things. Thank you for joining us. And we're looking forward to seeing you soon. We're coming to, we're coming to Cape Town for the expo. We are having an expo in Cape Town on the 21st of October. We will be starting to sharing all the information on that. Thank you, everybody, for joining the call. Don't forget our incentive where you can get the American Convention products. The month has been a bumper month so far. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Sherry, and thank you for being on call. And have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.